Alright, it is June 26th of 2026. We dove into Mark 13 today. Wildly full, packed passage. Got a lot to unpack, but I'm here for it. And you should be here for it too, so let's get right into it. Verse 14, with the head note, the Great Tribulation. This stuff is deep, man. This stuff is deep. It's not to be taken lightly. This first verse in there, verse 14, we see the quote, abomination of desolation. And immediately I knew I heard that before, and you go further in the verse, and it says, yeah, spoken by Daniel the prophet, which I recall that, which is kind of cool. And here, it now refers to the Antichrist, particularly the Antichrist setting its image in the temple. And study notes said Matthew indicates the temple as the holy place in the temple. And this is all during the tribulation. This is the Great Tribulation, the time when the Antichrist will do what the Antichrist does. And this is indicated as the Antichrist setting its image in the temple, which is an absolute abomination. Furthermore, we see that when this time comes, there's no time to be wasted. You are not to, dilly-dally. It even says, let him who is on the housetop not go down into his house, nor enter or take anything out of the house. That's the rush we're talking about. Like, get to safety. It says, flee to the mountains. Those who are in Judea, flee to the mountains. Like, there's a sense of rush to all this, but purposeful rush, intentful rush, right? And we also see the quote, which I think is really, really stupid cool. It says, let the reader understand. That's directed to us. Everything else here in the Gospels, right, that's either directed to the people, the Pharisees, the disciples, right? This says, let the reader understand. That's general. Whoever's reading this, particularly those in the time of this, the time of preparation for the Great Tribulation, right? Us Christians, this call is to us to be prepared. And we see that further in verse 32, where we are again told, take heed, watch, pray. I'll get into that, but this is us, right? Like, this call is to us. And going a little bit further, verse 19 from verse 14, we see the time will be rough. That this tribulation is going to be severe. It's going to be severe. It's going to be holy crap. It's going to be severe. It's going to be full of anguish. It's going to be long. There's going to be a lot of pressure. It says, it even warns those who are pregnant, like, woe to you. It says as well, for those, if this happens in winter, right, like, I guess the study note said winter for the Israelites in that time and all. When winter comes, their fields are barren and their rivers rise a lot, so they're hard to cross. So, like, woe to the pregnant. Woe if this is winter when the time comes. Because it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. There's no joke to that. It also says in verse 20, though, those who are chosen, the elect, they will be given a shorter duration. And I believe those who are chosen, you could consider that chosen people as an Israelites, or you could say that as chosen in general, the Christians, right? Us. I guess that's up to the reader's discretion there, but I see that as Christians, those who he chose. That's the quote, whom he chose. And then further, we are warned against the false prophets. But moving forward, verse 26, this is over the head note of the coming of the Son of Man, which I would be indicated as, my indication there is 1,000-year reign, right? And this will come immediately after the appointed time of the tribulation. And it says there will be very, very clear manifestations. Sun will be darkened, moon will not give light, stars of heaven will fall, the power in heaven will be shaken. Heaven will be shaken. That is so cool. It's such a cool picture all that paints. And the Son of Man will come on clouds with great power and glory. I don't know where that other, like where I'm relating that to, but I know there's another passage that talks of the Son of Man coming on the clouds. Maybe Revelation. I don't know. Acts. I don't know. And it says angels will be gathered, and they will go all around the earth, and they will gather the elect, right? So that's really cool. That's the 1,000-year reign. Love that picture. Yeah. And furthermore, again, going up to verse 37, we see 3 times the call to watch, to be ready, to be prepared. And likewise, like what I'm getting from that, likewise, is to prepare others, right? To tell others. We don't want to get to this time, even time of judgment, and know we not intentionally let others fall, let others, have to succumb to the great tribulation and terrible judgment. Not intentionally, no, but our purpose as Christians is to call others, right? To spread this call, to spread the awareness of this, right? That's us. So that's that call there 3 times, to watch, to pray, to be ready, extends to others, and we need to extend that to others. So that's Mark 13 for you. Yeah, I'm really intrigued to keep going through Mark. Mark has been really interesting every time I read it. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. That's today. See ya.